Greetings to all of you wonderful subscribers. This video is going to be about CORONIS and Apollo and the White Horse breaking the first seal. And I'm going to begin in 2008. As you can see, there is a picture there of Taylor Swift and her single White Horse, which was released as an album cut on Fearless on November 11 of 2008, which is 11/11/2008. So, as you can see there, from and including Tuesday 11th of November 2008, her White Horse release, up to and not including Wednesday 11th of March, the declaration of the major thing that happened worldwide. The days in between that is 4,138 days. Now, we've got the 138 in there again. Of course, it's not divisible by 138, but if you look at it the way I see it, which is like 4 times 138, you have 552. And then, a lot of my subscribers would know about the much discussed Phoenix event of 2040, and the 2012 end of the Mayan long count, which, according to forgotten authors, was the year of the end of the Mayan long count. Now the world went on as they realized nothing happened, so life went on. So you have the 2040, 2012, and 2040, and the years in between that is 28 years. The significance there, if you take 28 and you times it, you do 28 times 138, you have 3,864. Now these numbers that I'm going to be bringing up here, if you pay attention, you'll see the correlation. So 3,864, 28 times 138, okay? If you take the 4,138 and take away that 3,864, you will get 274, which equals 137 times 2, the fine structure constant. Another interesting thing that I found, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, or the first one, but that Olympic Games actually equals 138 in simple Gematria. So you have the 2012 Olympic Games, which began 27th of July 2012, and I added that 3,864 days. Okay, that brought me out to the 24th of February 2023, which is the 1-year anniversary to the day Russian troops entered Ukraine on February 24, 2022, and it's also the same day that a derailment caused a toxic chemicals incident in East Palestine, Ohio. So the same year, 2012, I looked at the Hunger Games, which premiered at the Peacock Theatre in Los Angeles on March 12th, 2012. And the Peacock is significant, You have the Birds of Alchemy, all right? And I'm just going to read this paragraph here. So with the Peacock stage, the alchemist has entered into the inner experience of the astral world, which initially appears as ever-shifting patterns of colours. This experience is often symbolised in alchemy by the appropriate image of the peacock's tail with its splendid iridescence of colour. In terms of this series of 5 stages, the turning point is reached with the peacock. Up until this point, the alchemist has experienced aspects of his being which he was formerly unconscious of, the etheric forces and the astral body. So essentially the experiences have happened to him, although he had to make himself open to the experiences through entering into the initial black crow state. However, in order to progress, he must begin to work upon his inner being. And this is from the, this is like a blog, I guess, called the Birds in Alchemy by Adam McLean. Okay, so we're going to look at the days here again. So this is Monday, 12th of March, 2012. The Hunger Games premiere at the Peacock Theatre, to and including Friday the 27th of July 2012, which was the Olympic Games, the beginning of the Olympic Games. And those days in between are 138 days. So there we have it, another 138 reference. And this again is in 2012, and this is Arrow, an American superhero television series. The series premiered in the United States on October 10, so 10/10/2012, and ran for 8 seasons until January 28, 2020. Okay, these numbers are also significant. Arrow series ended 44 days before the world declaration of the big thing happened. So one could look at that as 44, 4 times 4, which equals 16, or 44 plus 44, which equals 88. And 88 is another number I'm finding a lot when I'm looking into these types of things. Okay, so there was also a movie called Brave, and it's a kids' movie, and that was June 21st. I didn't really look too much into that, but the film, the most notable thing that I found was that the film contains a famous shot showing exactly how an arrow leaves the bow, and it's called the Archer's Paradox. But anyway, I didn't really go into that all that much. Next, we get to the next 4 years, which is 2016. So we started at 2008. We moved over to 2012, and now we're looking at 2016. And what I found in this year is, I'm going to talk about it, but we're going to sort of go, we're going to go back to it afterwards. But at this point, I'm just going to bring this up. So Moonlight, all right, is a 2016 American coming-of-age drama film. Moonlight has been cited as one of the best films of the 21st century. It was first released as the first LGBTQ-themed mass-marketed feature film with an all-black cast, and was, at the time of its release, the second lowest-grossing film domestically behind The Hurt Locker to win the Oscar for Best Picture. So in Liberty City, Miami, at the height, this is like the plot kind of thing, the height of the crack epidemic, Afro-Cuban drug dealer Juan finds Chiron, spelled Chiron, a withdrawn child who goes by the nickname Little, hiding from a group of bullies in a crack house. I just found that interesting for a number of reasons. The theme, this whole theme that is happening on the left. I don't really have to go into details, I don't think. I think everyone kind of understands why I found it interesting, and the name Chiron as well. Anyway, there was another movie called The Archer, and that was a 2016 movie as well. And it says it's a thrilling and highly compelling tale of a young woman fighting back against a justice system gone rogue. And it is inspired by a real-world travesty. Okay, and again, I didn't really do any calculating there. I didn't look at it that much. I just found it interesting because it had the Archer theme, and it was a woman this time. So the next thing I did was I looked at the date again of the major declaration which affected the whole world on 11th of March 2020. And I subtracted 1,440 days. The result is Friday the 1st of April in 2016. So we're still in 2016 with this, okay? And on that date was Kay's White Horse EP, right, which officially dropped via Darker Than Wax on the 1st of April 2016. And then if we look at that same date, the major declaration on the 11th of March 2020, and we add 1,440 days instead of subtracting, That brings us out to 19th of February in 2024. Okay? So 16 years in total, from 2008 to 2024. And Jason from Archaics has spoken about the 4-year cycles because of the Olympiad calendar, the Greek Olympiad calendar, which then, if you add those 4 years from 2008, you end up at 2040, which is interesting, okay? So anyway, sort of to finish this off, what I did was I went from Friday the 27th of July, 2012 Olympic Games, and I calculated the days in between. So it was Friday, 27th of July, the Olympic Games, to Monday, 19th of February, 2024. And we end up with 4,224 days, which is a palindrome. And it's 42, 24. So it's a mirror of 24. Okay, that's really interesting. But the more notable thing on top of that is that it's 11 years, 6 months or 23 days, or 138 months and 23 days, excluding the end date. You want to add the end date? Go ahead. You got 138 months and 24 days. So either way, we're in 2023 now, and the next year, of course, is 2024, and I just found that fascinating, that time in between 27th of July 2012 to this date, Monday 19th of February 2024, was 138 months, and it's just fascinating stuff. So I wanted to put that out there. I kind of started looking at this after watching that live video Jason did. And it was interesting finding all these dates. So I hope that it made sense. I don't think I could have explained it any better, and I'm going to use these visuals to try and help people sort of grasp what I'm saying here. But there's definitely some interesting numerology there. And anyway, have yourself a great day or night wherever you are. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.